Guys, I'm on a little bit later today, reason being because we are in Miami again. This time we are with the Pete Vargas. If you do not know who Pete Vargas is, he's pretty amazing. And also, we might be working with him now, so there's a thing. But yeah, if you guys don't know who I am, no big deal. My name is Martha Krejci. I am a business growth expert. So my story, super quick, for those of you that don't know me yet. Let me just tell you really quick here. Whenever I was a kid, my parents we didn't go on vacations. My parents, although they wanted to spend time with me, they didn't have the opportunity to spend time with me. I was literally at one point, and that's because they had jobs they had to go to, right? We were a Midwestern farm family that didn't have, they didn't have the opportunities. They weren't able to take advantage of opportunities the same way that we are now. So I remember my mom one time telling me I was bored because I lived in the country and all my friends lived in the city, right? I was bored. And my mom one day told me, go ahead and make a board game. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll make a board game. And it had to be a board game that one person could play, and then I was supposed to play it by myself. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with my mom. There's not. She was doing the best she could. What she was trying to do was create a creativity in me to be able to do my own thing, right? And to be able to entertain myself because she knew she wasn't able to. And it's not her fault that she wasn't able to. It was her circumstances, right? Well, what we do now is we flip the script on that. We're not going to let that happen to Nora. We're going to make sure that we're home with Nora. I ended up living out that very same thing. I ended up in corporate America. Mike sent me a video of Nora taking her very first steps. Everything blacked out from the outside in. And I saw what I lived through, and that my parents weren't around, and I loved them so much and I wanted so much for them to be around, but they were having to make their money somewhere else. They had to work for the state in order to be able to pay for me going to school and for us to be able to eat and all of these things. And so what we've done, because of that video of Nora taking her first steps, what we've done, you guys, is we said, no more. Not on our watch. Not with our girl. And so what Mike and I did is we created a business. Now we make a good amount of money every month. And I'm not going to say how much it is because it freaks people out. But we make at least as much as what most people make at their day job, right? So they're able to work from home. This is what we teach people how to do. Are you coming in?
No, I'm not.
Oh. Is it not live on some things?
No, it's the wrong microphone.
Oh, I've got the wrong mic on. Okay, anywho. This is what happens when we go on the road. Sorry, it's all super fresh right now because, I want you guys to truly understand what we stand for. And that it's not just, let's kick back against the system. It is, let's kick back against the system, but it's what it stands for. It's the let's kick back against the system because there is a narrative and there are kids that aren't able to be with their parents that is then a legacy that is created onward and onward and onward, and it almost happened to us. But whenever I got that video of Nora taking her first steps, I was like, oh my gosh. No, it took us so long to be able to have her that I was like, oh my gosh, we can't do this. We can't do this. Over and over again. And then Nora would do it with her kids and so on and so forth. The buck stops here. It stops here. And so now what we do, you guys, is we teach other families how to be able to create high profit margin businesses from home. So they don't need to spend time away from each other. So the family unit can be put back together again. It is the strongest thing in the universe when it's together. So that's what we do, you guys. I just wanted to give you a very like succinct idea. Because maybe you guys have been following me for a while and you're like, she knows business and she can help me grow my business. Da, 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 da. Yes, I can, but I need you to understand why. I need you to understand why it matters to me, right? That's what I need for you to understand. So let me do my typical YouTubes, right? So if you are watching this on YouTube, do make sure that you click on the, where is it? Subscribe button, and then also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. If you're watching somewhere else, whenever this is over, just hop on over to YouTube, click on the subscribe button, and then click on the bell so you get notified when new videos come on. And here's why. Aside from getting good advice, direction, all of that stuff on how to be able to grow your home-based business, right? Whether it's network marketing or if you're doing coaching, consulting, whatever it is, if you're doing it from home, I got you, okay? Because I want you and your family. I want you guys like this, right? Here's the thing, is if you are subscribed to YouTube and you comment on the YouTube videos, one person every single week, we're gonna call your name and you're going to win something from us, okay? So you don't even have to buy anything. You just have to subscribe to YouTube and comment on the YouTube videos. Sound fair? Also, tomorrow night, there is a premiere, and it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the description of this video, and it is Are Entrepreneurs Born or Bred? That is the question we will be going over, right? So that is tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you guys. And I do want to say hello. So hey, Sarah, I see you. Devery, well, hello. Missed you this morning, but watched the interview with Bob. So yeah, oh, awesome. Nancy, hello, miss. Rachel, ooh, evening Martha is so welcome. Aw, Corey, oh goodness, hello, beautiful. Aw, shucks. Debbie, love hearing your story. Thanks for sharing. Oh my gosh, I feel like I need to share it more. I feel like more people need to understand that that's where all my stuff comes from, right? Andrea, hey, good evening, Martha. Hello. Sarah, I love this. My dad told me today he's proud of how different. Oh, you guys. He's proud of how different our kids' childhoods are from his and ours. He has no idea the impact I'm working on to make in others' lives with HBR. HBR is creating super families. It's not even just putting families back together again. It's creating invincible super families. And then we model that to the entire world, you guys. This is how we change everything. This is how we turn everything right side up. It's upside down. It's been upside down for a long time now, guys. For a long time now. This is how we turn it right side up. In HBR, we teach you everything that you need in order to determine who you're here to serve, how you're going to serve them, how you actually make that happen, the tactical, do this, do that, do this, do that. That's all HBR, you guys, and that's not it. Like, that's just some of it.
Do you want me to come in?
Yes. Oh, Mike's here. Oh, well, hi, Mike. Oh, were you going to say anything?
What?
Oh, okay. Were you going to
Hello,
say anything?
Everyone.
Mike's here. The camera's right there. Oh, the computer's here. The camera's there.
I look really tan.
You do look really tan.
I didn't know I was so tan.
I don't look that tan.
Florida life.
Well, I mean, I'm in Florida too. I don't look that tan. Doesn't he have a nice shirt? Tell him, doesn't he have a nice shirt? Doesn't he look nice in his shirts? You guys usually see him in his tank tops and stuff, and he's got a nice little shirt on. Okay, I'm going to say hi to these guys.
Bye.
Bye. Andrea, yay, Martha, love you, lady. Aw, love you right back. LaShonda, excited for the premiere tomorrow. Leslie, hi, Martha, love you so much. Same to you. Peggy, I love that what I am doing is not just an opportunity, but an obligation for me to share. Yes. LaShonda, super families, love that. That's what we're doing here, you guys. We're not playing around. Game over. Game over. Over. Connections we just made today, things that we are doing that just started today, literally. Game over. Aaron, love that I'm getting to see this, or love that I'm getting to see this live. Boom. Hey, Leslie. Leslie said, hi, Mike. Y'all are so cute. Oh, man. You guys are so cute. Aw, shucks. So, what was the title again? Precisely, do you remember? I don't want to misquote it.
Yes.
Why it's our impact.
Why creating impact is your responsibility.
Why creating impact is your responsibility. Imagine living a life that you just kind of did things every day. I lived this life for almost 30 years, where I would go to and fro. I would go to work, and then I would, work my shift. And then maybe I'd change into my next shift's clothes or the next job that I was going to. And then I would go home and I would sleep and I would wake up and I would do it all over again. In between, in my time off, I would worry about whether I was going to be able to pay my bills, and a lot of times I wasn't. And so then I was stressed out about that. And then I would be depressed because I couldn't pay my bills. And then, my gosh, what kind of person am I? I'm not actually contributing to the world. I really felt like not helpful, like I wasn't making a positive impact, and quite frankly, maybe it was negative, right? That's a life that I lived for a really long time. Like I said, almost 30 years. Now imagine if you could wake up in the morning and immediately open your phone and see a message of, oh my gosh, this thing that you said changed my life. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is happening. The stuff you said was right, or I feel so much better about my life. It's our job to take this message out into the world. It's our responsibility to take this entire message of how we live out into the world. And the reason why is because we're the only ones that'll do it. Nobody else is going to do it. Everyone else is self-serving. It's blinking on and off. Everyone else is self-serving. Everyone else is only concerned about the money that they make or what they're going to be doing that day. We're waiting for video to come back. I'm still just going to talk anyway because I know audio comes through. But at the end of the day, you guys, it's our responsibility to have positive impact in the world. Isn't it weird that as soon as I started talking about positive impact, video started cutting out? Is that weird or is it not? Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do this instead. Oh, man. Well, hey, guys. So what I'm trying to say, you guys, is that we have to show up. Because we know better, we have to do better. We have to show other people how to do better, because there are a lot of people out there that are living lives that they were told to live, and they're living recreated lives that they saw when they were younger, and the lives that they saw when they were younger are simply lives that were created because our parents didn't know better. And our parents didn't have the same access to tools and resources that we do now. Say what you will about the internet, it's a game changer. A lot of people like to look at the internet and they're like, man, it's terrible. Anything can be terrible. It's a tool. It's not good or bad. It's a tool. But I'm telling you right now, you can use that tool to reach the entire world. I have students all over. I have students in Singapore, for crying out loud. That means my impact reaches all over the world. And here's what that means to you, is that so can yours. Now, what is your message? If you were to, and I want you to comment this, if you were to have a stage that you could speak from and you could say anything to the entire world and they're all listening to you, what would you say? What would you need for the world to understand? What would you want to teach people? What do you need for them to know? That's what I want to hear from you right now in the comments. Go ahead and do it in the comments. That's what I want to hear from you. It's our responsibility to positively impact the world. I talk about our deathbed, and I don't mean to bring like morbidity, is that's a word, I don't know, it is right now, into this. But when you're laying on your deathbed and you know that it's done, what does it look like to you? Will you be able to say you left it all on the court? Will you be able to look your Creator in the face and say, I did all I could? That's the question. Because if you can't say that, there's nothing wrong with you, but let's turn it around. Every day, every moment, you have the opportunity to say, okay, I'm done with that. I die to that, and I am reborn to this. I had that moment of surrender in my bedroom one afternoon. It was in the middle, it was like 2 p.m, where I was like, that was where I dropped to my knees and I prayed to God and I said, I'm done. I'm done with me. I'm done with me running the show. You take the reins, you do the thing, you show me the way and I will walk it. And so that's the question. Have you done all you can? Are you currently doing all that you can? And if you're not, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up over what you previously didn't know or understand, but let's turn that around today. You guys, HBR isn't get rich quick. Let me show you how to make a bunch of money. HBR is let's find your soul's purpose. Let's pull it out. And then let's show you how to be able to make a living from it in service to your people. That's it. Now tell me that isn't soul satisfying. You can't, because I do it. I live it every day. I know how it feels. I know that if I were on my deathbed right now, that I would be able to say I left it all on the court. All of it. It's not just our responsibility to the world, you guys, it's our responsibility to the one that made us. All right. I want to see what you guys are saying. Elle, I just wrote about this today, but you just gave me some better words. Thank you. Oh, I love it. And I love that you were writing about it on your own too. Carol, my life right now, way past time, it has changed. Only I can and will change it. Carol, I love that responsibility. Leslie, amen. That is so what I am thinking about BTR. That's Big Think Revolution, you guys. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and message me and I'll get you hooked up with it. It is a tool to serve the students on my campus. You give us so many avenues in which to show up. We don't have to guess at our purpose. Michelle, you are enough. Amen to that. You guys, real quick, in case you heard me talk about this and you haven't ever seen this before, this is the way that you get into HBR and you begin living your soul's mission on the planet. You begin giving back to your Creator in a way you were designed to. What you're going to do is you just message my Facebook business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. Message me the words case study, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want to message me. And I'm going to give you the details of the program. Right now it's 80% off. Yes, you heard me right. That's because the price is going up soon to reflect all of the extra stuff that I have put in there. So it's literally about 80% off if you buy in right now. Here's what's going to happen. You're either already in which case give me a heck yes, or you're watching this right now and you're like, maybe next week I'll do that. Maybe I'll do it next month. The kids are going to be out of school. I'll have some time to do it. Here's what happens whenever it's the maybe in the future. The future never happens. Because you're ready to do it right now. Next month will roll around and the kids will be out of school and you'll be able to do things, right? You'll be able to, like maybe they go on the summer camp or something. You've got a whole week to be able to do something. You're not going to remember this. You're not going to be in the same place that you're in right now. If you're getting a nudge, I call it a God nudge. If you're getting that nudge where you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do that. I got a God nudge today. Let me tell you what it feels like. I'll tell you exactly what a God nudge feels like. It's like this. You feel like you could laugh, you could cry, or you could throw up. And then also you're shaking. That's what a God nudge feels to me. Like I could scream, scream's in there too. So scream, laugh, cry, throw up, and shaking. That to me is a God nudge. I get all sorts of like discombobulated with a God nudge. And I know, whenever I feel that, if I do not take that move, I'm going to regret it later. Because I know that that's my path. Because here's the prayer that I pray all the time. God, you know me. You know I'm chaotic. You know that sometimes I'm like flighty. I need, when things show up for me that I'm supposed to do, I need you to show me so I cannot not see it. I need for it to be so illuminated that I can't miss it. And so whenever stuff happens for me and my God nudges, so maybe you guys need to pray that too. Don't forget to have conversations with your Creator, okay? We're not just praying for food at dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's have a relationship with our Creator. But so I know whenever things are right for me, I go into like, whoa, like all the sirens go off and everything. Like I can't not see it. And that's because I've requested that. So that's what a God nudge is like for me. If you're feeling anything at all like, okay, maybe I need to be doing this. You need to be doing this. Do you understand the amount of blessings you can have in your life when you live in purpose and in giving back? Do you understand the amount of blessings that you are disregarding in your life by simply not doing that? And the way that you look at it is you're like, my life is so hard though. And I don't know if I can afford that. And I don't know if I can afford anything and da-da-da-da-da. You're living in that state by like foregoing blessings. Let's just start taking our steps in the right direction. And then you're going to realize like, oh my gosh, because it's not just the messages in the morning that you wake up to. It's the money that you make. It's the lives you impact. It's the passion that you set fire to in other people. You guys, it's much bigger than just income. Much more satisfying than just income. Anywho, what questions do you guys have? I just kind of went off on a tangent there. James, find your purpose and walk in it. Change the world for the better. Amen to that, James. Thank you. Oh, let me get this off of the screen. I did tell you the price is going up, so I just need to make sure I took responsibility for that. Leslie, surrender. Yes. Adira, building up to it. Welcome, by the way, Adira. HBR is life-changing. Man, Leslie, heck yes. Michelle, heck yes. Andrea, Oh, tagged somebody. Sarah, heck yes. L, mine is too long for a comment, but my message, mission, and vision is very clear, written down, and I'm living it. My prayer was, it's you and me from now on, God. Who am I, and what is my purpose? Boom. James, heck yeah, and my whole world changed. You guys, your world can change. It's time. I love you guys. We're going to head out. Bye-bye.